The S&P 500 daily cloud chart shows the daily baseline 26 bars back at 4507.76. Top of the cloud for the 20th, 4497.01. And we've been going sideways long enough to where the baseline is somewhat following the cloud from 26 bars back, and the current top of the cloud. And price in the aftermarket hours for the S&P 500 at 4:51 p.m. Central Time on the 19th is 44.45. And the conversion line 26 bars back is right under the baseline 4486.26. And the first ongoing supply line for the 20th will be at 4497.58. And the one right above it will be at 4510.24 for the 20th. So still pretty good resistance. And this ongoing demand line for the 20th is at 4425.31. So it will need to open below it, since it can't gap down. If it did, it would be below it. So it needs to open below it and stay below it for it to be qualified for end of day. Or if price ticks up to 4459.53 and then heads back south and closes under this demand line, again it's at 4425.31, then that demand line will be qualified that way. So two ways to do it for tomorrow. And price is below both the 50 EMA at 4445.93 in gold here, and it's also under the 20 simple moving average 4460.77, and the 35 period simple moving average in red is at 4462.16. And the 50 simple moving average is at 4484.29. And the 21 EMA not showing is at 4463.98. So right next to the conversion line, 4464.30. A little bit under that by 1 point or some pennies. And the 50% propulsion momentum down was qualified on today's bar. So if price opens lower than this close from the 19th and then ticks lower than the low on the 19th and then closes below the close from the bar on the 19th on the 20th, it will become qualified and confirmed, along with this 50% qualified exhaustion down 4405.28. All that happens and it tags the qualified and confirmed propulsion exhaustion down, then there's a high probability of more downside. Probably exit the lower cloud and head down. And the ATM fast trigger turned red, so it's rolled over a little bit to the downside. Same thing with the pressure up is headed back down, which is called up. And the fast trigger is rolling over slightly, so has no inclination of going above overbought. And these two have no inclination of meeting it up there, so everything might gather down here eventually. And the lower start band is at 4403.29 to start the day tomorrow on the 20th. The channel 3 low 4385.73, and the Bollinger Band lower band 4358.51. Fast QQE has a sharper downwards inclination here, and it wants to get under the slow QQE. And zoomed out a little bit, we can see the arc 0.50 is almost above 4,300, so we'll have to see when price hits that, what happens. And looking forward, if that does break down under the arc 2, then it's down to the arc 3, which will be moving up also, but for the time being, arc 3, which is the 0.618 level, is right near the disqualified sell TDST and the D wave down projection for D wave down wave 3, which D wave down wave is on, as this 2 has printed